at her home on Mercury Drive in the Fern Creek area, and it is beautiful here, as you can tell, as we give you a little wider look at this particular scene in her yard. There are different colored lights all the way around here. The trees are decorated, and it's complete with outdoor music. Let's move over here. I want to introduce you to the lady that, in her spare time, puts this beautiful, beautiful holiday scenery together, and indeed not only for Christmas, but you do it for other times of the year. Mary Ann Satterley, thank you so much for sharing this with everyone today.
You're welcome, sir. Glad to do it.
Now, I know there's a lot of folks that are very special to you that are watching right now. Tell us what you do.
I'm a nurse at the Meadowview Nursing Home on Witts Mill Road.
Okay, and a lot of folks there are watching, no doubt.
I think so.
Okay, and you're our Mrs. Satterley's daughter?
Lisa.
Lisa, and one more daughter over here?
Teresa.
Lisa and Teresa, and I couldn't imagine here. I bet you're all ready for Santa Claus. Who are you?
Ricky Cook.
Ricky, and what's your name?
Kristen.
Kristen, on Christmas. Are you all ready for Santa Claus? Santa Claus going to be good to you this year?
Second, and Sable came to our house, and now.
Okay, so a pound purry. Hey, you like, okay, if you like cats, you're okay. Kristen, are you ready for Santa Claus? Okay. Let me show you the manger scene here that is really, really impressive. Quite a few folks in the neighborhood have gathered around to watch this out here tonight. You also, Mary Ann, you do this for Halloween, too?
Yes, I do.
And
I'm the live witch.
You're the live. I don't think you could ever be a witch if you tried.
I am.
At least for Halloween. Thank you. Let's take a look now at the weather ahead. Dry, not too terribly cold. That sums up a large part of our forecast for the coming Christmas week. So you'll be able to get your Christmas shopping done without really fighting the elements. 36 degrees right now. Humidity is 69%. The winds are calm, and that makes it feel a lot more comfortable out here than it would otherwise. The pressure is 30.26. Now, the morning low was 24 degrees. We managed no more than 38 degrees today. But tomorrow we should see temperatures up about 5 or 6 degrees above what they were today. Now, let's start with some weather reports, maybe from your house, here in Fern Creek and in Middletown. In fact, one of my brand new weather reporters from Middletown, Nick, I've got to call him Nicholas here for Christmas. Nick MacArthur is celebrating out there tonight. He did tell me it's 34 degrees there, and here at the Satterley home, it's 34 degrees. You stay out here very long, you believe it. Up in Henryville, Steve McCubbin checks in, says it's 32, and the skies are pretty much clear all the way around. Take a look at the rest of the weather maps, and here's what we have for you. A satellite photo that is not too extreme, kind of calm, really. I guess that's pretty good for the final days before Christmas if you've got to be out fighting the lines and all that goes with the final days of Christmas. But skies are clearing off now, a few high, thin clouds around in some areas, but it looks like a dry night and a kind of brisk night coming up, but not too terribly cold. In fact, the rest of the weather story looks like this, starting with a radar scan. No rain or snow threatening the Channel 32 viewing area right now. A few lick snows up in the upper Great Lakes area there. Also right around Buffalo, New York. A few showers down in South Florida. But yes, if you have friends down, in fact, your son's down there, isn't he? Where's he visiting?
Melbourne Beach.
Melbourne Beach. Temperatures hit the upper 70s there today. Hit 85 in Miami. I wish we were there. A daughter-in-law, you've got them all over. Okay, let's take a look at the weather map for tomorrow. And it shows a nice calm day, and we ought to see a fair amount of sunshine around here tomorrow. No storm systems bearing down on us. It's a matter of high pressure building in, giving us kind of a good Christmas week weather pattern. Now we'll take a look at low temperatures for tonight. Generally in the 20s through most of the viewing area. Some sections won't be quite as cold, but right here in the immediate Louisville area, I certainly look for temperatures to drop down to the middle 20s. Now I'll share a forecast with you from the Channel 32 Weather Center. Starshine tonight, 25 to 27 degrees, a little colder out in the suburbs. And as we look for tomorrow's forecast, partly sunny, and for tomorrow, do you have any shopping left, Mary Ann?
Well, I don't have any money left.
Well, you're just like all the rest of us, except for Steve Burgin. He's got all the money around there. Partly sunny for tomorrow. Temperatures 45 degrees, pretty close to seasonal normal. And for Monday, sunshine and 45. So temperatures won't be varying much during the daylight hours for the next couple of days. And as we start Christmas week out, a chance of showers. Now, bear in mind, this is kind of a long-range forecast. We'll be refining it each day as we go along. But right now, I'm calling for a chance of showers on Christmas Eve, and they could end as a few snow flurries. Look at the smiles out here. Could end as a few snow flurries on Christmas Day. We'll try to work on that forecast a little more tonight at a big party. Highs today, our highs during this coming week in the 40s. The lows will be in the 30s. And that's our live weather report tonight from Fern Creek, Steve. And it certainly is very, very Christmassy out here. Marianne, again, thank you so much. And we are going to try to move indoors out here, Steve. Come on up here. I don't want to block the view. We're going to try to move indoors out here, Steve, because Mrs. Satterley has a beautiful electric train set up. I want to try to show that to you at the end of the news.
Captain, do you think we should warn the viewers now that you and I are going to exchange our Christmas gifts tomorrow night at 11?
Well, now, that's contingent. I've got to try to hook up with Santa Claus tonight. I've ordered some stuff for you, and I hope Santa Claus is going to have it tonight. So we shall see. But that's the tentative plan, Steve.
Well, you make sure that you find Santa Claus, will you?
I'm going to look for it.
Thanks, Reed. A letter written by Albert Einstein went on the auction block. They call it the letter that started it all.
Offering for sale now the...
Up for auction, a letter written by Albert Einstein to President Franklin Delano Roosevelt discussing the possibilities of atomic weapons, a highly historical document. But what makes this letter even more special is that it was really never sent. Einstein prepared a short and long version of the letter. He chose to send to FDR the longer one.
A short version might have gotten the president's attention more effectively, but a longer version put together the technical details about the physics involved in creating this chain reaction.
In the letter, Einstein writes of the possibilities for uranium in future energy fields, such as the making of extremely powerful bombs. The scientist was worried the Germans were making advances in the field. Among those who turned out to bid for the letter, multimillionaire Malcolm Forbes, who calmly read his newspaper while waiting for the bidding to start. The auction house expected a high bid of $80,000, but it was wrong.
100,000, 110,000, 120,000, 160,000, 170,000, and $200,000 then. All done at 200,000. Forbes.
Forbes said he was prepared to go higher for such an important manuscript.
It began a whole new era of living, or the future of life. It's unique, it's historical, of monumental consequence, I think.
Einstein's letter eventually led to the president forming a committee which resulted in the Manhattan Project, the birth of the bomb. Much later, Einstein confided to a friend the one great mistake he made in life was writing the letter to FDR recommending atomic bombs be made. In better spirits, the new owner of the short version of that letter.
I feel we saved money.
Richard Rolfe, New York.
Indiana and Morehead State went at it this afternoon.
Greentree Mall in Clarksville, the Salvation Army has decorated a Christmas tree with angels. Each angel has the clothing and shoe size of a needy child that you can buy a gift for. This year, with your help, over 250 children in Southern Indiana will receive much-needed clothing. So share the holiday spirit and pick an angel. The Salvation Army, the Angel Tree, a holiday tradition.
Each year, a lot of new toys come on the market. Some don't stick around very long, but there is one that has lasted the test of time, 27 years to be exact.
Donna Fisher had a Barbie doll when she was growing up. Now her daughter has 7. Victoria Barango also had one, and now?
Oh, gosh. Between my daughters, I'd say they have at least 12.
And this week, the women are buying 4 more.
She's a good role model. I've chosen astronaut Barbie right now, so I think that's a good role model.
The Barbie doll phenomenon, 27 years old, shows no signs of slowing down. The Barbie doll is one of America's most successful toys. This year, Mattel will sell $75 million worth of Barbie dolls and accessories during the Christmas season alone. Barbie's angular features and pouty mouth have changed 7 times since 1957 into today's bright, toothy smile. Nobody has more Barbie dolls than Evelyn Burkhalter. She's owner of the Barbie Hall of Fame.
14,000. On view, I have about 5, 6, 7,000 at home.
She even has several original #1 Barbies. They're worth $1,700 each. Barbie is a hit worldwide. The Japanese like their Barbie with big round eyes, and in one case sporting an $800 mink coat. Real mink. Some feminists have argued that Barbie, whose outsized figure would be 39, 20, 31 on a real woman, portrays an unrealistic ideal.
She is a fantasy character and she is a doll, and the proportions really have nothing to do with it.
Mattel says Barbie will never marry or have children. She will stay an independent woman. Mattel says it wants girls to believe they can do anything. And company research says many girls still think being a mommy is just too limiting. Greg LaFave's Redwood City, California.
Barbie Hall of Fame. I didn't know there was a Barbie Hall of Fame.
I won't be buying my tickets right away.
Got to put that on my list of tourist attractions for the summer.
Want to warn everybody about what's coming along tonight. The first weekly visit from Mr. Predicto. It's strange, but true.
Predicto.
Absolutely. Reed, what's happening out there?
Okay, moved indoors, a little warmer in here. I guess we could call this the Christmas room in your house, Mary Ann Satterley. In a few moments, we'll give you a look at a complete winter-like train scene, and you did the whole thing, right?
I made all the ceramic houses, and with the help of the daughters and daughter-in-law, we set it up.
We'll give you a look at that. Hold this up, Kristen. This is a pine cone picked up where?
Big Bear Lake, California.
In September. And, Mary Ann, you want John Belsky to have this because John had some pine cones on that were a little smaller.
Right. That's a large pine cone. Looks like a pineapple.
Do we have any gifts for Steve Burgin under your tree?
Well, what does he like?
Well, we haven't decided yet. Generally, something green.
We're liable to find something around here for him.
Okay, we'll give you a look in just a moment at this beautiful winter-like train scene here in Mary Ann Satterley's home. Again, thank you, Mary Ann, for inviting us to your home for the holidays here. Back to you, Steve.
That hat's very becoming on...
I would say that he's a very stylish young gentleman, isn't he?
Coming up at 11, we'll update the progress of the Voyager. We'll see you back here at 11. Until then, we hope you have a good evening.